At least, maybe you can. I can't. I always drop my food when I do that.
It's tough. It takes a certain dexterity.
I want to do one or the other. I really hate to combine them. But
Dining?
you can. You can dine and dance.
At this fabulous Victoria station, it's TL's Disco Nightly from 9 o'clock.
KFI.
Time is 11 minutes until 7 o'clock this morning. 11 minutes before the hour. KFI.
I cried a tear, you wiped it dry. I was confused, you cleared my mind. I sold my soul, you bought it back for me and held me up and gave me dignity. Somehow you needed me. You gave me strength to stand alone again, to face the world out on my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high almost see eternity. You needed me. You needed me. And I can't believe it's you. I can't believe it's true. I needed you, and you were there. And I'll never, should I leave, I'd be a fool. 'Cause I finally found someone who really cares. You held my hand when it was cold, when I was lost. You took me home. Gave me hope when I was at the end, and turned my life back into truth again. You even called me friend. You gave me strength to stand alone again, to face the out on my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me. You needed me.
Also? Yeah, sure.
Ted, we were just commenting. I'm surprised to see Ted here at the show, because here in the LA Times, the big headline this morning is Bacon, Sadat, and Bologna meet at Camp David today.
How are you going to be able to get to...
I told him that I was a human interest man on a local radio show, and that they would...
just have to hold off the meeting?
Wait, yeah. I told them to go swimming or tenny or something.
Why, Ted, are you included in this summit meeting of those world leaders?
I have a compromise plan that allow the Jews and the Arabs to live in peace.
Oh, you do? Can you divulge it here on the radio? Your compromise plan?
Well, I was going to propose it for the first time at Camp David, but I guess I could tell you.
Yeah, I'd like to know. What is it?
Well, my plan calls, it's true compromise. The Arabs will get to open up a service station at the Wailing Wall, and the Jews can open a delicatessen in Cairo. Now that's fair.
That sounds to me to be fair,
Yeah.
yes. It'll be interesting to find out how they respond to that when you propose it to them officially later in the day.
I'll let you know.
David.
I'll give you a call.
Bruce is ready, I guess. Our first traffic report for this morning at 6 minutes until 7 on KFI, brought to you by United Airlines, who built the largest airline in the free world around you. Morning, Bruce.
Good morning, guys, and I think today will be a combination heavy traffic watch and also a tropical storm watch. As you know, I'll be watching the weather very closely, working hand in hand with Core Winchester Sternhill.
That's right.
That's right, and we'll be keeping you up to date on just what's happening as far as the heavy rains that they are predicting for later today.
What's happening?
Well, I don't know yet.
I don't either. I have no idea.
All right, well, we'll keep working on it. Meanwhile, we do know that the traffic is heavy. We have a lot of problems starting off the early morning. Riverside Freeway westbound. Bruce Wayne, KFI Traffic.
There's more going for you on United's West Coasters tonight.
Your travel agent can help you make the most of the summer with United's 40% Super Saver fares. So call United Airlines today.
A question. Is it true or not true that bacon comes in only one flavor, and that's bacon flavor? Well, real bacon buffs might take the position that's not true, because bacon flavor itself varies all over the lot.
And much of the difference results from the smoking. Some bacon, you see, is lightly smoked, and other bacon tastes like it's never been smoked at all. But one bacon that really is smoked is Farmer John's, and it's easy to tell, too.
Yeah, you see, when you open a package of Farmer John bacon in your kitchen, the rich, smoky aroma is so overwhelming, you pass out. Your neighbors have to come in and revive you and slap you around the face. It takes over the room is what it does. In fact, it takes over your house and your house payments.
And your neighborhood.
That's right.
Yes. Since Farmer John does the smoking with native Western wood, his bacon has a wonderfully smoke-hearty Western flavor all its own. So again, true or not true that bacon comes in one... So again, question, true or not true that bacon comes in only one flavor? If you've never tried Farmer John bacon yourself...
That one guy doesn't read worth a diddly, does he, Margaret? I'm not Margaret, I'm Martha.
Martha is her name.
Sorry.
Melvin. If you've never tried Farmer John bacon yourself, crisp up a panful the first chance you get. Then you be the judge.
Next time you do your marketing, bring home the bacon from Farmer John, featured this week at all your favorite markets. Couple of minutes before 7, good morning from L&B. This KFI Super 64 on Tuesday morning.
You call my name, ooh, so sweet, to make your kiss incomplete. When your mood is clear, you quickly change your ways. Then you say I'm untrue. What am I supposed to do? Be a fool who sits alone waiting for you. But if you really love me, won't you tell me? Yeah. And if you really need me, won't you tell me? Yeah. Then I won't have to be I see the light of your smile calling me all the while. You are saying, baby, it's time to go. First the feeling's alright, then it's gone from sight. So I've taken out this time to say,
Stormin' Norman is on his way here. I'm Marv Howard with a news break from KFI Los Angeles. KFI News Center weather for the Los Angeles area. Rain today and tonight. Heavy at times with a chance of thunderstorms. Decreasing clouds and showers on Wednesday. Cooler days with highs in the low to mid-60s. Rain chances 80% today, 40% tomorrow. Flash flood watches are in effect for the mountains and adjacent slopes. The beaches today, heavy surf and small craft warnings are up. Highs will be in the low to mid-80s. Right now, the Civic Center at 77, the Valley 75, South Bay 75, and the airport 75. San Diego has 76, and it's 77 degrees at KFI in Midtown Los Angeles. This report's been brought to you by Chevrolet.
See what's new today in a Chevrolet. The dealer is inviting you to call.
See what's new today at your Chevrolet dealer.
This is Marv Howard, KFI News, along with Lohman and Barkley. And at 10 past 7, you're up to date on KFI.
You left me here on your way to paradise. You pulled the rug right out from under my life. I know where you go to, I knew when you came home last night. 'Cause your eyes had a mist from the smoke of a distant fire. Lord, I was stung, should have seen it come a long time ago. When I realized the reality gave me a role. If things are the same, then explain why your kiss is so cold. And that mist in your eyes feels like rain on the fire in my soul. This lying and crying, upsetting and getting nowhere. It don't stack up, so slack up and pack up. I just don't care.
Don't let the screen door hit you.
On your way out, don't you drown when your dream all runs out to the I'd just like to know, do you love him or just making time? By filling his glass with your fast-flowing bittersweet line. He'll waste the aftertaste when you come home late some night. With your eyes all amiss from the smoke of a distant fire. Girl, your eyes have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire.
Mist from the smoke of a distant
Your eyes
fire.
have a mist from the smoke of a distant
Eyes have a mist from the
fire.
smoke of a
Girl,
distant
your eyes have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire. Girl, your eyes have a mist from the smoke of a distant fire.
Here's an expression which we've all heard, but I don't know to whom to attribute it. If you want a job done, give that job to a busy man. Do you have any idea who said that originally?
Ted, I suppose. Ted has
I was thinking of Ted.
said so many things
Just
through the
going
years
over the
that
paper
become
today.
quotable.
Remarkable here on the inside of the first section. Here's a picture of Ted as the new Pope, Billy Joe II, shaking hands with Walter Mondale.
Yeah.
Then last night, as you know, if you were watching the football game, Ted played quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Later today, he's meeting at Camp David with Begin and Sadat.
And then tonight, he's selling programs out of Dodger Stadium.
Just incredible, isn't it? A busy man.
I don't think you should give your job to a busy man.
Why not?
Well, he won't get it done. He's got so many other things to do.
But apparently, busy men, look at you. Look at the things you're getting done. It's remarkable. Here you are, human interesting in these early hours in the morning, so you're up early, I know, to get in here. And a full day of activities.
I'm also a lifeguard at the beach.
It's going to be a busy day out there, too, I'm afraid.
I just hope people stay out of the water
be
today.
very, very careful, because they're expecting
Do you see that size of that wave?
Big waves there.
Holy
Isn't that you there looking at the
Yeah,
wave?
that's me.
You were surfing, were you, yesterday?
Yeah. That's right. Had a little time off. You got to take some time to yourself, you know.
The year was 1845. For 2 days, the makeshift armies banged away at each other.
17 minutes past 7 at KFI. Good
I would
morning, everybody.
like
Yes.
to talk today to those people who are wondering about their retirement.
Thinking of their retirement years.
Will Social Security be enough? It might not be. Therefore, may I make a suggestion?
Yes, good, W. Go ahead.
You rob a bank and put that money in a savings and loan. And in 9 years, it will double.
Wait a second. That's probably a pretty good suggestion for people
Thank you.
who want to plan for their retirement
However,
years.
there are severe penalties for early withdrawal.
That's true. But let's say, now you're into real estate, aren't you? You're
yes,
selling
certainly.
for Herbert Hawkins Realtors. Wouldn't there be perhaps an investment opportunity for people right now that they could depend on in their later
I've got
years?
a dandy out in Pomona, I think. It's a home and 2 triplexes that I've got in Pomona.
That sounds like muscles of some sort.
It sounds like
look at my triplexes.
Oh, no, it sounds to me like a World War I fighter plane. Oh, my hair. Here come the triplexes.
Anyway, this is in a home.
A home and 2 triplexes.
In Pomona.
That's a home plus 6 rental units. You can pick it up for $135,000.
Hey, that is terrific.
That is
isn't it?
terrific.
Good investment. Could be paying for itself that way.
Yeah.
Does Herbert Hawkins arrange equity loans for income property
Oh,
too?
of course.
I know they do on homes.
Sure. And Herbie Pooh has a complete line of financial services. He even has a rental department to keep your units rented. I didn't know that. I just read that, and let me see if that's true.
Is there anything Herbert Hawkins doesn't do for people? Like
give you a haircut.
The Great Society program.
That's right. Womb to tomb security with Herbie Hawkins.
There's a phone number you can call toll-free for any kind of real estate
If you're
information.
interested in that one in Pomona or any other place,
Call 800-242-4414.
calling Herbert Hawkins at 800-242-4414.
And now the Multi-Surface Symphony, brought to you by Fantastic, the Multi-Surface Spray Cleaner.
Okay, we'll check the time on what looks to be a rainy day in Los Angeles. It's 19 minutes past 7 in the morning.
All your life you've waited for love to come and stay. And now that I have found you, you must now slip away. I know it's hard believing the words you've heard before, but darling, you must trust them just once more. 'Cause baby, goodbye doesn't mean forever. Let me tell you, goodbye doesn't mean we'll never be together again. If you wake up and I'm not there, I won't be long away. 'Cause the things you do, my goodbye girl, will bring me back to you. I know you've been taken, afraid to hurt again. You fight the love you feel for me instead of giving in. But I can wait forever, helping you to see that I was meant for you and you for me. So remember, goodbye me tell you goodbye. It doesn't mean we'll never be together again. Though we may be so far apart, you still would have my heart. So forget your past, my goodbye girl, 'cause now you're home at last.
Strange, I bet, for you, isn't it, Al, to play a song in the morning that your neighbor is singing?
Yeah. I don't know. I say Bread is my neighbor, but I never see Bread.
Have you ever seen Bread?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We move in different circles. He moves in a circle counterclockwise, and I go
just clockwise circles, yeah.
So we pass once in a while.
Let's get to Bruce here. Tonto, do you want to introduce your buddy Bruce?
Yes,
You guys had a pretty nice long weekend together, didn't you?
Have a nice time.
Over Labor Day weekend.
Have a nice time.
What'd you and Bruce do?
We go out and scalp cavalrymen. You enjoy that, Bruce, or that just fun for me?
I wasn't too crazy about it, Tonto, to tell you the truth.
You're a very nice man, though, Bruce, to go along with Tonto.
The next weekend we do something you want to do.
That's right.
That's a good way to handle it.
Home savings bringing you this, Bruce.
Yes.
Yes.
And I have to report the first edge of the storm is just showing its first effects. We get a report of light rain just starting to fall around the San Diego and Harbor Freeway interchange.
You able flying this?
Oh, yes, sure. Later on today, that may be another story, though. Meanwhile, traffic out on the freeway system is settling down after a disastrous start. You remember reporting earlier, Riverside Freeway westbound between Gypsum and Rear Canyon, KFI in the sky.
This is George Fenneman speaking to you for Home Savings. Discover how it feels to be number one at the Home Savings office nearest you.
Okay, the time is 24 and a half minutes now past 7 o'clock at KFI. 24 and a half past the hour. It's 77 degrees. Flash flood watches are in effect for the mountains and adjacent slopes for this afternoon and tonight because of the heavy rains expected. I trust as you leave for work today, you will dress accordingly because chances are you're going to be wet.
We had this tropical storm with the dumb name, Norman.
Norman.
What a name for a tropical storm. Yeah. Beatrice. It should be a lady's name.
Was it this year that they started naming him after men?
I think it's been 2 years now.
Has it been 2 years?
Quite honestly, but I think it's dumb naming a storm Norman.
Maybe one day, Corwin, they'll name one after you.
Really? Doctor?
Sternhill? Storm Sternhill.
Yes.
Moving in.
Well, it's going to rain today and tonight. I don't know how that'll affect the Dodger game, but
that's right. They're due to play a biggie, aren't they?
25 minutes past 7 at KFI.
Pacific Telephone would like to ask you, what can you get for 85 cents nowadays?
Lohman and Barkley here at 26 minutes past 7.
KFI.
If it happens. Then you get that. Whenever I call you friend, I begin to think I understand. Anywhere we are, you and I have always been. Ever and ever, I see myself within your eyes, and that's all I need to show me why everything I do always takes me home to you. Now I know my life is giving me more than every day by day. We can see in every moment there's a reason to carry on. Sweet love showing us a heaven
and tragedies topping the news at this hour. I'm Morgan Williams with the news break from KFI Los Angeles. A 19-year-old Locker Center man rode his skateboard into the path of a car in Glendale and died less than an hour later at a nearby hospital. Cooler temperature highs in the low to mid-80s. Chance of rain near 80% today and tonight. Right now at the Civic Center it's 77, the Valley 75, South Bay 75, the Airport 75, San Diego 76, and it's 77 degrees at KFI in Midtown Los Angeles. This is Morgan Williams, KFI News, along with the Lohman and Barkley, and at 7:35 you're up to date on KFI.
Such a fool to believe everything you say is true. That just goes to show that you really don't know. While you're out painting the town, do you think I'm home just sitting around waiting on you? Now who's really the fool? When I first found out, I heard all over. Felt so left out till I got to know her. So I tried the way that she got over, and I became just like her. So don't be surprised to find that the angel in your arms this morning is gonna be the devil in someone else's arms tonight. Yes, the angel in your arms this morning is gonna be the devil in someone else's arms tonight. Why'd you slip around secretly? If you were tired of loving me, why'd you keep holding on when love was already gone? The times you said you weren't feeling well, did you think I couldn't tell you'd been with someone else? You were only kidding yourself. When I first found out, I heard all over. I felt so left out till I got to know her. So I tried the way that she got over, and I became just like her. So don't be surprised.
Maynard, what is it? Oh, Maynard. Nothing is more heartbreaking than to see a sad Maynard farmer.
Look, Ted.
What's wrong, Maynard? Look, everyone's concerned
Isn't
about
that
you.
nice? Maynard's feeling
What
awful.
is it, Maynard? Tell us.
Well, as you know, weekend before this last here weekend, I had my big telethon. And the Maynard telethon. And I got some letters, people saying that I make money off of it.
Off the telethon?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, no wonder you're upset and distraught, Maynard.
It is true that their telethon is called Maynard.
Yes.
But that there's an acronym.
For what?
For money accumulated by you needed to assist recalcitrant ducks. Is what it is.
Yeah.
And we,
how much did you raise in your telethon?
$34 million.
It was a very successful telethon,
Thank
I should
you.
think, Maynard. And you do not get any of that money, do you?
No, sir. Well, no, sir. Well, some expenses, sir.
There are some expenses.
Yes,
Well, that's understandable. There would be expenses in staging a telethon. How much do expenses run, if I may ask?
Very high, sir. Very high.
They're high, the
Very
expenses.
high. It's
Well, how much actually of the money that was raised, the $34 million, how much actually goes to the cause?
The recalcitrant ducks?
Yeah.
Well, you have administration. Let's take the $34 million. $10 million of that is for administration. And $15 million of that is for
publicity.
Well, that leaves $9 million then for recalcitrant ducks.
Then there's the expenses, which come to, the $8 million.
Expenses. Now, wait, whose expenses are these? Your own?
Yes, sir.
personal
As I go
expenses?
out to meet the people at McDonald's and 7-Eleven and the Junior Chambers of Commerce and get them to give money to the recalcitrant ducks. That comes to...
That's $8 million, you say? That
and,
goes...
well, it actually comes up to last year's $8,999,994. So they have $6 still left over for the ducks.
About $6 they didn't have.
That's right, sir.
So it's well worth the effort.
Of course
on your part,
it is.
Maynard. I think why don't you take the rest of the year off,
Thank you,
Maynard?
sir.
Maybe you'll feel better.
What would you kids like for lunch?
How about beef spaghetti? Yeah, beef spaghetti.
And now for McDonald's, here's Leonard, Food Authority, waddling glutton, chef on the Lohman and Barkley.
I'll tell you, they really make an Egg McMuffin over there. That is so good, friends. It's a McDonald's original. I don't know if Ray Kroc came up with this or who invented it, but it's marvelous. It's a farm-fresh grade A egg. It's covered with a slice of savory American cheese and Canadian bacon on an English muffin.
And there's a hotcakes and sausage breakfast, too, at McDonald's. There's scrambled eggs and sausage and hash browns. Or just juice, milk, coffee, whatever. At breakfast time, think McDonald's.
There's a kind of man who's mighty proud. So for my car, it's STP.
We have 17 minutes before 8 o'clock in the morning. KFI with Barry Manilow. It's 78 degrees in Corwin. Dr. Sternhill says it's going to rain on us today and maybe tonight.
There you are, looking just the same as you did last time I touched you. And here I am, close to getting tangled up inside the thought of you. Do you love him as much as I love her? And will that love be strong when old feelings start to stir? Looks like we made it, left each other on the way to another love. Looks like we made it, or I thought so till today, until you were there, everywhere, and all I could taste was love the way we made it. Love's so strange, playing hide and seek with hearts and always hurting. And we're the fools, standing close enough to touch those burning memories. And if I hold you for the sake of all those times love made us lose our minds, could I